Clope and Nidek Minster welcomes you to this broadcast of boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at the barn where the Marion local Flyers visit the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Brown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Allglaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco. Along with Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Kanapki at the barn here. Marion and New Knoxville conclude their regular season tonight. And Jeff, a big night for the Marion local Flyers. They're going for a share of the MAC. They'll be their 11th MAC title in their school history. A very tall and talented team that has a lot of very balanced scoring.
Well said. 11th title, they can assure themselves. It's a matter if they share with Versailles and Bremen or just Versailles. Versailles is done. They're outright, or their champs no matter what. Marion needs a win to get a piece of the pie. You mentioned balanced scoring. 4 or 5 guys around 8 to 12 points. They've had 4 different leading scorers throughout the season. So the number of guys can get it done, whether it's from the outside or whether it's from the inside. Everyone has their strength. In some games, the inside game works better than the outside. They can utilize it. Some games, the outside shot's falling and the inside is contested, so those work. So they're very balanced and, you know, a bit of a surprise with the 17 wins and only 4 losses. Lost some good players last year. You know, got another late start, if you will, for football. They didn't start till December 17th, but really they played pretty well. Their losses are against St. Henry in the asset allocations, to Versailles, to Jackson Center, and to Spencerville, I think, if I said that right. So
quality losses there.
So it's been a good year for the Flyers, and still some work to be done.
Flyers coached by Kurt Gettermiller in his 11th year at the helm of his alma mater. And for the New Knoxville Rangers, they enter today's game 1-20, but it's a big night for the Rangers here on senior night.
Senior night for 4 senior basketball players, and it's been a, you know, if you go by wins and losses, no one wants this type of record, but it's what they have, and they continue to battle for first-year head coach Carson Munger. You can't knock them for that. They continue to battle. They played Botkins 2 games ago, competitive in that one. They were ahead of St. Henry, or a 1-point deficit at halftime last Tuesday night of this week, a makeup game. So they put together 6 pretty good quarters, but then really fell apart against St. Henry in the second half and lost by 20. But you know, they have moments of greatness. You just need to capitalize on that, memorize it, make it more consistent rather than more infrequently.
4 seniors for the Rangers appearing at their last game at the barn: Max Henshin, Ryan Osborne, Carson Beerline, and Parker Banner. So we're getting ready, everybody's getting ready for the national anthem. We'll step aside here. We'll be back with the starting lineups here on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clope Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clope.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidek Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidek is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidek Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidek.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Welcome back here to the barn. Last home game here. They're recognizing the managers here. PA Gary Schroeder. It's senior night here. They'll honor their seniors here, and pretty good crowd here at the barn. Carson Lammers. Carson Lammers, Zeke Shaw, Colton Young, and Joe Holland, the seniors, or the managers for the basketball team. The officials for tonight's game: Clay Ehrman, Aaron Braun, and Michael Mago. There's the three seniors, three referees tonight. Now the starting lineups for the Marion Local Flyers: 17-4, 7-1 in the MAC. Number 11, Jaden Mesher, 6'2" junior, 9 points a game. Tate Hess, number 12, a 6'2" junior, just under 9 points a contest. Big guy in the middle, 6'8" sophomore, 12 points, 9 rebounds a game. Brady Bronabon, one of the seniors on this team, averaging right at 9 points for the 5'11" senior. 22, Peyton Oddie, another senior, 5'10", 6 points a game. Kurt Gettemiller in his 11th year. Marion Local, very successful record overall. He's had 180 wins on his career in 11 years. Now for the Rangers.
Yeah, as the Rangers get introduced, but you see on the bottom of your screen, look at all the little kids out there wanting to get a piece of the starters. I think it's neat, no matter what the record.
There's number 14, Jay Waterman, a 5'9" sophomore. Carson Bierlein, one of the 4 seniors, 6'4" senior, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Tyler Lammer, 6'2" sophomore, a couple points a game. Number 3, Max Henshin, a 6'2" senior, just under 10 points a game for Henshin. Number 4, Ryan Osborne, a 5'11" senior, 4 points, 4 rebounds for the Rangers under head coach Carson Munger. Now before we start, our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Let's start with the Flyers.
Well, the Flyers want to make sure they can defend and know where Bierlein and Henshin are at, the leading scorers for the Rangers, make sure they don't get on track, and try to get more easy buckets on offense than what the Rangers do. And then also, how will Marion Local attack New Knoxville's zone defense that they expect to see? Coach Gettemiller wants to make sure he gets good ball movement against that zone D.
Now for the hometown, the Rangers.
They want to take care of the basketball, and also they want to shoot better as a team. Just at 30%, would like to bump that up and see how much more fun they can have with a little bit better shooting percentage. And don't give up any buckets in transition, like nothing off turnovers and nothing off long rebounds, and converting easy, uncontested looks for the Flyers. Force them to score when you're playing defense 5-on-5.
Again, those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Knoxville in that zone, and it's stolen away by Henshin.
A couple chances there for the Rangers. They eventually come up with the first turnover of the game against the Flyers.
Osborne gets it to Henshin on the wing, down low to Bierlein. Turnaround off the glass and in.
A good start for Bierlein. He's a good shooter when he gets in rhythm. He's had a tough year scoring the basketball consistently, but there's been games when he's on, he's been a very difficult stop. So the Rangers, again, would like to get him on track.
As you mentioned in the pregame, a very balanced attack. 3 starters right at 9, and the big guy, Kanapki, at 12. There's a 3 ball by Oddie. Rattles out. Rebound Lammers.
Good job defending the rebound there for the Rangers. They had a body on Kanapki, and then the rebound went right into sophomore Tyler Lammers. So good job by the Rangers.
Henshin takes it across the timeline, guarded by Oddie. Very good defensive player for the Flyers.
They have a lot of good athletic players. I mean, Adi on the football field was a tough stop no matter what. Now you give him a basketball jersey. He's very agile, very strong, very quick to defend as well.
Flyers playing man-to-man. Waterman shot, rebounded by Kanapki. Give it to Adi. They have 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and Kanapki, just a sophomore at 6'8", the man-child underneath. For the Flyers.
He's a 6'8", but he's also strong. He's not very fragile. He's very solid, and bright future for that young man.
Quick passing, shot up, and misses everything at a 3 ball by Hess.
Well, the Rangers defense have forced Marion Local to, I won't say panic, but nothing's been easy, and they've missed a couple long-range shots to start the game. So a good start defensively for New Knoxville here. A couple minutes passed in the first quarter.
They have the lead here. So work it around. There's Osborne. Beerline trying to drive, turn around, rattles around. Adi comes up with a rebound.
Those are the shots for Beerline, Dave, that just haven't dropped this year. That same thing, bounce, 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 doesn't go in.
Ronenbaum kicks it out. 3 ball there by Mesher. It rattles around but hits the upper part there. That does not count.
Yeah, it went in, but it doesn't count when it hits the support. It can hit the top of the bank board. It can roll across the bank board, but it can't touch any, in this case, the black supports or any of the leather or the strap that holds the basket up, if you will. And if it goes over the bank board, it's a violation as well.
Rangers with 3 seniors, 2 sophomores in the lineup. Parker Banner unable to play tonight as Kanapki comes up with the steal.
Yeah, flat-footed block shot almost is what it looked like to me as Beerline tried to go through him, and Kanapki did a nice job of staying wall-up defense.
Adi double team a little too aggressively.
Beerline picks up the foul. His first, team's first foul of the game. We've played just over 3 minutes.
Adi, it's tipped away. Lamer's got a hand in it. Waterman with the basketball. Still a 2-0 lead for the Rangers. Almost a steal there. And now Mesher ends up with a steal.
First Ranger turnover.
And Beerline able to get the steal back.
Third a Flyer turnover.
Henson looks over to first-year coach Carson Munger. Maintain that 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Munger, a New Bremen graduate of 2015, and that guy could play basketball. Went on to Lake Superior State University for 4 years and spent a year at Bowling Green on the women's team as a graduate assistant.
3 ball, Henson.
Well, good shot for the senior. Gets his 26th triple made of the year. He shoots it at 30%, and shots like that can help New Knoxville because then they got to come out and guard, and that'll help Beerline in the interior.
Ronenbaum kicks it out to Hess around the perimeter.
Oh, nice pass.
Entry, and Kanapki finishes.
New Knoxville left a crease, and I forget who threw it.
I think it was Hess threw it quickly.
Yeah, there was a slight breakdown on the Ranger defense. Beerline got stuck behind, and the other side of the defense was spread out outside the lane, but a good pass, a good finish by Jack Kanapki.
Waterman past halfway point. Beerline trying to post up. In some trouble, knocked away.
Turnover New Knoxville, we'll call that a strip on a shot going up. Second Ranger turnover. Beerline trying to ask or draw a foul maybe for the next time. A lot of blue shirts around him. Sometimes maybe you can kick out quicker, you can get an outside shot.
Mesher with the 3. Rebound Henson.
A good start for the Rangers. The pace is slow. It's low scoring. Rangers don't score a lot of points, Dave, on the year, coming in at just 33 points. So, if they can slow down the tempo a little bit, maybe help to their advantage.
Osborne shot, rebounded by Waterman, all the way over to Henson.
Pass like right there, just a bit, not enough on it. Couldn't get a good catch and shot. Allowed, in this case, Ronenbaum to catch up. Oh, tough backdoor cut by Lammers is missed.
Just got a little bit too far under. You mentioned the average. The Rangers are 34. The Flyers average 51. So the lower the score probably works to the benefit of the Flyers. 3-ball off there by Ronenbaum. Kanapki on the miss. Adi with the rebound, and it's a foul.
A couple looks there. You said a Ronabon triple. It was a miss, and the big man with the putback missed. And then Adi will get fouled by number 3, Max Henshin, and that'll be his first foul, team's second foul for New Knoxville.
Adi's first one too long. As a team, they shoot 63%. Adi, of course, the quarterback on the state champion football team this fall.
Yeah, congratulations to them and their Division 7 state title. I forget what number that is, but it's a bunch.
Gets their 12th one, I think. It set a record for the most. They went past Cleveland St. Ignatius.
And Peyton Adi connects on his second one. He's a 58% free throw shooter.
Rangers still in the lead, 5-3 in our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Osborne finds an opening. Can't get it to fall. Kanapki cleans the boards.
Nice move by Osborne. He was challenged by Kanapki at 6 feet 7 inches. Would have been a big bucket confidence booster too if it would have been able to drop, but Kanapki the stop on that end and gets the bucket on this end.
Kanapki gets it on the block like that. He'd be tough to stop, and he's got a couple right there.
Yeah, and he's a physical body. He's not easy to control. I mean, he's strength. He can move you around. He can hold his position, make it difficult for you to fight around.
Pass underneath is out of bounds. Turnover gives it to the Flyers. Talk about Kanapki. He's got a couple older brothers who've been through the program. Probably one people might remember is Luke Kanapki, and it went on to a very successful career at Toledo. And but he was not that big as what his younger brother Jack is at this age, especially. Not as thick. I think tall, height-wise, might about the same.
But the strength, muscle mass, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Luke Kanapki really had a nice season in Division I Toledo. You're right. So again, a lot of opportunity here for the Flyers coming up.
Ronabon can't finish it. Waterman with the outlet pass. As a step on Ronabon, chases him the whole way. Waterman comes up with it. Henson thought about it, but Adi was right there.
Knoxville's been almost more aggressive, it seems like, Dave, on offense, taking it at the bigger Flyers in the middle. Haven't really scored a lot, but they've been going at it, there's no doubt. And had a couple passes here recently that one through the hands of Lammers, but missed some opportunities at buckets as well. So all that said, Dave, it's 5-5, so a low-scoring game for both teams. And for Knoxville, they have to feel fortunate. For Marion Local, you're probably thinking, hey, let's get going. What's going on? But shots not dropping for the Flyers tonight yet.
Last substitution, I think the last dead ball, Hudson Rose, number 24, one of 4 seniors on this team, 6'4" senior. So there's a lot of height for Coach Guttermiller.
And Luke Pullman into the ball game, number 4. He's right there with the basketball. Junior, 6-foot junior into the game.
Pretty deep team. Team that wasn't really, you didn't hear a lot of preseason talk like, oh, they're going to be great. They lost a very good player in Alex I. People's like, well, they'll be good, but I don't think anybody thought they'd be 17-4 and a chance to
tie for the MAC title.
Yeah.
Just one league loss as of right now. Clock under 10.
Pass, a one-handed shot. Rebound by Osborne. He will launch it at the end of the quarter. Had a couple seconds there. Ronabon will try a 3 off the rim. We played one quarter of basketball. Very low-scoring affair, 5-5. We'll be back with quarter number 2 when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
One quarter in the books here at the barn, here on senior night. And the Rangers holding strong. A good first quarter of play. We're tied at 5.
Not a perfect quarter for either team, but for New Knoxville, you got to take the situation you're in, and you're here to compete, make Marion Local sweat, if you will. And so far, through 8 minutes, they've done that. New Knoxville 2 of 9 from the field, Marion Local 2 of 11. So percentage-wise, obviously not very good for either team. New Knoxville is going to give it up here in their first possession on their 5th turnover.
Hess passes it underneath to Adi. Rangers have led the entire time so far, so Flyers a chance to take the lead. Double team on Kanapki. Ronabon takes the shot. Nice rebound there by Dwenger.
Rangers only gave up 2 offensive rebounds in the first quarter, and I don't think either one of them led to points because both buckets from the field came from Luke Kanapki, and those were in regular offense. I don't think any of them were the result of a second look. So good job for the Rangers defending on the missed shots by the Flyers.
Schroeder, ball fake. Tried to pass to Henson, but Adi was in the passing lane.
He might almost got it back with some defense, but it goes off of Waterman. Clay Ehrman there on the call.
Flyers trying to go for their 11th MAC title. They've won 4 outright. This will be a co-championship. Last time they won was in 2018 when they won the state title. Kanapki can't finish the stick back. Berline comes up, and the Kanapki tries to rip it away. The referee says, no, sir.
Well, the Rangers continue to battle. Ronenbaum got through the defense so too easily to start that action. He couldn't make the acrobatic shot, but New Knoxville needs to do a better job not letting the point guard penetrate into the basket like that, or the guard cutting to the rim that easily.
Tyler Lammers, number 33, 6'2", sophomore, checks back in for the Rangers. Henson's going to be hounded by Adi full length of the floor.
Got to go after him. Hopefully you get the bump foul because they're not allowed to bump you anywhere, but if you get a look out there, it's easier to make the call.
Beerline to the hoop, and it rolls in.
Those again are the shots this should have rolled out. That one had looked to the outside of the rim, but fortunately for Beerline, he got it to drop, and again, it's a tough, it's a challenge shot and a big bucket for the Rangers. They go back to just a 2-point lead, but those are the shots Knoxville needs to make.
Beerline is a sophomore, was first team All-MAC. He was second team MAC last year. Into the game is number 10, Jay Schroeder, as Henson gets a break. 7-5 Rangers. 2 minutes into this second quarter. 17-4 Flyers going for a share of the MAC. Versailles has already clinched a share at 8-1. Their season's over. Mesher's shot too long. Adi with a good box up and hustle. Then New Bremen's hosting Fort Recovery tonight. Another game we're streaming on the NKTelco family of networks is a drive by Hess.
One of the few times, Dave, I just talked about offensive rebounds, how they haven't been able to capitalize. That time they do on a missed three-pointer by, I think it was Mesher, but then Hess able to Euro step, if you will, through to get a field goal off of it.
Osborne off on the 3. Flyers driving, Hess out of control. Waterman comes up with it. Pass ahead to Schroeder. Osborne, it just didn't fall. Flyers the other way. Hess all the way over to Mesher. Quick passing, Adi with a step back 3. Beerline with a box out in the rebound. Now one of the keys, Coach Guttelmoe says, we're going to face the zone. How do we attack it?
Well, right now they're struggling.
Yes.
So, they've missed some shots. That's what hasn't helped them. They've had some good looks, the outside shots, and a few times they've been able to get Kanapki with the ball. He's taken advantage of it, but so far you'd have to give credit to the Rangers' zone defense being more productive, if you will, so far.
Lammers, rebound there by 32. Chris Harding's checked into the lineup.
6'4" senior.
Another big guy.
Yeah.
There's always been height at Marion Local, though.
Yeah, I don't know year they have had guys 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and such. So, and they've got a 6'7" freshman we might see later in the game as well.
Mesher, the jumper, back iron, gets his own rebound. Another chance for the Flyers. Hess to the hoop, knocked away there by Lammers.
But I think Marion's guards are doing a lot more penetrating here in the second quarter, and Knoxville hasn't stopped them. And when they start doing that and getting to the rim, things break down, and sometimes you can also get fouls called as you're going to the basket. And luckily, Knoxville hasn't been fouled or hasn't committed a foul, but the guards are getting in there for the Flyers.
Dwenger and Henson in the game. There's a lob to Hess, and the Flyers get their first lead of the night.
I think on the out-of-bounds play, so much emphasis is put on Kanapki, I believe it was, underneath, but then Hess just kind of floated to the opening, got a nice lob pass from his teammate and shot it all in one motion.
Knocked out of bounds, will stay with the Rangers.
Coach Munger wants a timeout.
Looks like it will be a full timeout. We'll step aside. We'll be back with high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Crown Equipment Corporation, Grand Lake Health.
Coming out of our Precision Strip timeout, 3:55 to go before halftime. Still a low-scoring game. Flyers just up by 2.
Coach Munger takes a timeout. New Knoxville's just got a 2-point bucket here, but the Flyers have got a couple buckets from Tate Hess to take their first lead of the game. So Coach Munger wants to just get his team back on rhythm as Beerline tries to, obviously it looks like draw contact. The shot doesn't go down.
Mesher finally connects on a tray. He's tried several of them on the right side. That was his first attempt on the left side.
Right.
He hits it.
I think all 3 came from the right side. And boy, what a turnaround. New Knoxville's offense has been challenged here. As Beerline went at the rim, was well contested, didn't get the foul call, and then quickly down the floor. Mesher hits a big 3-pointer, so the lead instantly goes to 5.
Benching down to Beerline. Tipped, almost one in.
Did he tip it twice?
I think he got a hand in there. There's Mesher, tries for 2 in a row. Kanapki, too strong on the stick back. Rebound by Henson.
Flyers getting a little aggressive, getting away with it. We'll see once if the referees will applaud or take notice from the Ranger faithfuls. He's in concern. I didn't quite see it, but again, a lot of hand contact, and as long as you're able to get away with it, I guess you can play like that. I don't think you should be allowed to do it, but it happens.
It's the MAC game. It'll be physical, especially for a football team like Marion, and they call a offensive foul against the Rangers.
His second foul for Beerline.
I've seen the Flyers a couple times in person. I've seen them on TV. They're not the type that just wows you. They're just like they blow you away, but just all of a sudden you just look up and they're up 10, and then they're up 15, and all of a sudden they're up 5, and they were down all the time.
I saw them beat Botkins this year at Botkins, and they were behind, and Coach Guttermiller didn't call a timeout. They came back, next thing you know, they're ahead, next thing you know, they won the game. And I saw it, and Botkins is a number 1, number 2 ranked team in the state, and beat them at Botkins, and I thought, well, Marion just gets it done. They're not flashy. They play under control, I guess, maybe. They're not flashy, like you said. Now, I mean that in a bad way. They just play basketball. Not a lot of extracurricular celebrating.
Number 23, Austin Niekamp checks in. He's that 6'7" freshman that we mentioned.
Yep.
Played some JV. He has a shot at the elbow and rattles it home.
Well, how do you like a 6'7" freshman to come off the bench? His first touch from 14 feet, I think I'll shoot it. And the Flyers beginning to heat up here on offense, and their defense has still been very good against the Rangers' offense.
Yeah, warning to the MAC teams. He's a 6'7" freshman, and Kanapki's a 6'8" sophomore. You're going to see those two for 2 and 3 years to come. Rangers have been stuck on 7.
And Beerline scored a bucket early in the second quarter, but nothing since then.
Good rebound by Osborne on the Waterman miss. Henson draws back iron. Flyers back on the attack.
Big possession here for each team. Rangers don't want to give up more points, and A bucket here for the Flyers could have given them maybe a 9 or 10 point lead. Instead, it's a Flyer turnover, their second of the quarter, their fifth of the game.
She was playing some very good defense, good double team there when they need to. They're sticking up against Kanapki as much as you can, but need some baskets here.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been awful, you know, if you will, but just the offense is what has hurt New Knoxville this year. It's, you know, and that's tougher to generate offense, if you will. I mean, defense, you can, I won't say it's easy, but you can maybe do it better than trying to find how to shoot offense.
Henson drains the tray.
The second three-pointer of the game, and quickly the Flyers don't give the Rangers really a chance to celebrate.
Kanapki, that's partially blocked by Henson, and it'll be Ranger ball.
Henson averages 1 block a game, kind of maybe a surprise a little bit, but does average just about 1 block a game, and good for him that he didn't draw the foul, doing it straight up.
He's probably has the best block.
Oh, what did he say?
But he's in the league leader in blocks and steals for, you know, not a real big guy, but a tall guy. 3rd year on varsity, and just loses his footing there.
He's got Adi on, and there's been a little cat and mouse game all night with those two, and it's easy to sit up here, but it's like something you've got to get away from Adi or run him over. Force the referees. You can't let Adi control you, because he will. But the arm bar, you got to accentuate that, try to force the foul, and then get that off you. But if you play to their game, they're going to do that, make it very difficult. And Dave quickly down to 13 seconds here.
Looks like the Flyers are going for the last shot.
And then there's a block foul after New Knoxville gets mugged going down the court, and Dwenger here kind of body checks. I think they're both fouls, but New Knoxville has to maybe sell it better. Dwenger picks up his first foul.
8.7 seconds to go. Hess, Ronenbaum back to Hess, and that's tipped away there by Dwenger. Chance for the Flyers, and that's stolen by Hess. And he'll launch one at the buzzer. Very close half of basketball here after 16 minutes on our First National Bank scoreboard. Flyers 14, Rangers 10. We'll be back with our Wagner's IGA stats and recaps in the second half. We'll return on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
We're at halftime here at the barn at New Knoxville, where the Rangers trail the Flyers by 4. at halftime with our Wagner's IGA stats recap, Mr. Jeff Henson.
Thank you, Dave. Neither team shooting extremely well from the floor in the first half. The Flyers 5 of 25 from the field. That's 5 of 25 or 20%. Of those 25 attempts, they connected on just 1 of 11 for just under 10% from three-point range. For New Knoxville, they were 4 of 19, so they were just a point above that of Marion Local, 21% overall. But New Knoxville did hit on 50% of their three-pointers. They were 2 of 4. And in the free throw shooting category, just 2 shots by the Flyers. They made 1 of 2. New Knoxville yet to attempt a free throw. And the rebounding margin for the Flyers, they pulled down 16 rebounds. And New Knoxville had 15 turnovers. Marion committed 6. New Knoxville committed 8. Leading scorers in the game for the Flyers: Jack Kanapki with 4, Tate Hess with 4, Jade Mesher with 3 points, Austin Ekamp with 2, and Peyton Oddie with 1 for their 14. For New Knoxville, Max Henson with 6, Carson Beerline with 4 for the Rangers 10.
And that's your Wagner's IJ stats and recap. We kind of talked off the air. Thought Marion shot a lot of threes, and we look at what their normal pattern is. They have shot a lot of threes.
They were 1 of 11 in the first half. On average, over the 21 games they've played so far, in a full game, they average about almost 12 attempts. So they've already attempted 11 in this half. That almost matches their game average on season. And they're a 31% shooting team from three-point range. So roughly 4 out of 12, 3 out of 11-ish. Well, tonight, 1 out of 11 to start the game.
And they have the basketball to start the second half. They have their same 5 starters. Hess, Ronenbaum, Oddie shoots a 3. Mesher and Kanapki, the other starters. For the Rangers, looks like they have their same 5 starters in Henson, Osborne, Waterman, Beerline, and Lammers. The turnover maybe back for the Rangers. Get it back.
I don't know if it ever really got turned over, but good job at Beerline getting those feet in front court. Henson got stuck, lost the dribble, and put the ball above his head. That's when you are really limited on what you can do, and Oddie got a hand on it, but in the end, New Knoxville retains or maintains possession.
Waterman drives baseline.
Tate Hess, nice job, Dave. Defensive rotation down. That baseline pass was knocked out by Hess before Beerline could get a handle on it.
Ryan Osborne will inbound it. On senior night, they announced he's going to join the Marines this summer. Pretty
joined
impressive.
Where those 2 brothers did.
And there's Hess with the steal. Beerline chasing him down. A lot of contact, and they finally called a foul. That'll be the 3rd foul on Beerline.
And that's just crap that happens for the Rangers this year. I mean, Beerline fell down, I assume, somehow. Not only fell down, but then that becomes a foul on you and the shooter. He didn't try. I don't know how he went down, but what are the chances, of just falling down anywhere, and then you do it right when Hess, in this case, is going to the basket. You pick up your 3rd foul of the game, and then Hess gets 2 free throws.
He's replaced by Troy Dwenger.
Hess with 5 points.
Averages 9. Averages 3.2 assists a game. That's 3rd in the MAC. Rebound. Kanapki battling for it, and we will have a jump ball. That should be New Knoxville ball.
Boy, Lammers, I didn't see the action down there. It was 33 versus 33. Kanapki and Lammers, by the way, they're classmates, both sophomores, but Kanapki's a big body, and Lammers in those free throws, you can't step into the rim. I don't know if he did from this angle, but boy, if you do, that gives Kanapki an extra advantage, and you'd like to pick up a foul against Kanapki in those situations, but you got to make sure that you have position first.
Henson tries to pass to the Lammers. Goes off the knee of Lammers. Marion, very good defensive team, leads the MAC at 43.5 points a game. Also on offense, they're 2nd in the MAC on field goal percentage at 44%, but they're not shooting at that pace tonight.
No, not from three-point range especially, and overall, like I said, they're at 20% in the first half. What was the 43 number again?
43 points is what they give up a game.
Give up defensively?
That's 1st in the MAC.
Overhead pass.
Osborne almost got the steal. Oddie thought about it.
Those overhead passes, when you're flat-footed, they seem to get more touches from the enemy than most bounce passes ever do.
Turnaround by Ronenbaum. These 2 teams will play on Wednesday over at Coldwater. Marion's the number 4 seed in that district, so I don't know if either team's like trying to hide a little bit, not show everything tonight, is because they're going to play in 5 days. Mesher, ball tipped away. Adi back to Mesher, pass to Ronabon, and that goes off of his hands. It'll be Ranger ball.
Flyer turnover as Knoxville continues to somewhat, let's say, dodge some bullets. They struggled on offense and they trailed by 5, and shots not dropping. They got Beerline on the bench now with 3, but doing a very good job against a pretty good Marion Flyers team here going into the third quarter.
Number 10, Jay Schroeder, into the game, replacing Lammers. Osborne to Waterman, thought about it. Pull up runner, rolls off. Schroeder battles for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds.
Well, and it would have been a good bucket by Waterman, kind of a floater, get the shot off before the defense can contest. And again, left it just maybe 3 inches short, doesn't get the friendly bounce. Team rebound for the Flyers. They go to work with a 5-point lead. I think 7 was the biggest of the game.
Ronenbaum, that's probably the longest three the Flyers have attempted, and of course it goes in.
And from a guy that was 0 for 6 shooting, so a lot of confidence there by Ronenbaum. He's 0 for 6 and then able to step up and hit a long-range distance 3 to give Flyers now their biggest lead at 8 points, right, Dave, in the game?
Yes.
It was 7, now it's 8.
They didn't lead till it was 9-7. Rangers had led until that point.
And I think they got up 14-7.
Ronenbaum steps into the passing lane.
Good anticipation on the baseline pass, picked off.
Mesher, rebound there by Dwenger. Coach, you got to know, he's pretty calm on the sidelines, not screaming, even though I'm sure he's not happy with how his team is shooting at least.
Yeah, he's been, both coaches pretty much, how do you want to say, content. Henson's got to be careful, doesn't get a 5-second count. I can't tell if it counts on. Timeout, Carson Munger, 30 seconds.
30-second timeout gives us an opportunity to remind you tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meat, Sydney All-Glazed Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco. Also a reminder to follow WCSN 1350, 96.7 FM and their internet exclusive games on WCSNradio.com all season long. Your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glazed County, WCSN Radio. Coming out of this Precision Strip timeout, first-year head coach Carson Munger trying to reset the troops down by 8.
Yeah, good timeout. Knoxville kind of stagnant on offense. Remember, one of your better offensive threats is on the bench with 3 fouls, so it's up to everyone else to kind of now pick up the slack or find an opening, and easier said than done because Marion Local is so physical. They play nice defense, a nice bullet pass from Henson to Dwenger, and it thread the needle, but the Rangers will take it. Well thrown ball. If we had football, it would have been a nice pass for a touchdown.
Just found an opening, and Henson drilled it in there. They go underneath to Adi. Good help defense, but
just cannot do that. When the shooter turns and your arm's at a 90-degree angle parallel to the floor, you're going to get whistled, and Dwenger picks up his second foul. Adi will be at the free throw line where he is 1 of 2 on the night. And I said earlier, a 58% shooter. He's, I think, the only player in the game that's attempted a free throw tonight.
So gets the first one into the game is Hudson Rose, the 6'4" senior. Talked a little bit about Kurt Guttermo. A lot of success at Marion Local in 11 years, 180 wins, and he also has 4 district championships and, of course, the state championship in 2018. They've had 5 straight winning seasons. 180 wins, that places him 3rd at Marion Local, which is, he's an impressive company. You got Keith Westrick was very successful, state title, 194, and then the legendary Jack Alberts at 290. Coach Guttermo has done quite well in his 11 years. Banked home there by Jay Waterman.
Left-hander, nice move. He's left-handed, so that spin and then shot was much easier for him because it came on the right side, or the correct side of his body, if you will. Mentioned earlier, Adi now 2 for 4 from the line. Tate Hess also had free throws here in the third quarter. He's 1 of 2 for the Flyers, so the Flyers 3 of 6 from the line here in the ball game. Rangers yet to attempt a free throw.
In the game, number 4, Luke Coleman. Ronenbaum to the basket, draws the foul. So call Ryan Osborne with the personal foul.
Ronenbaum, a very good free throw shooter at 77% on the season. Osborne picks up his first foul, team's 3rd. No fouls in the half against the Flyers.
Ronabon 77%, that's 5th in the MAC. Again, as a team, they're 63%. Ronabon not happy with his shooting tonight as he misses the first one.
He struggled shooting basketball, especially from the field earlier, but boy, he hit that three-pointer from deep for his first made shot of the game. And he's one of those guys, you can't worry about your stats. You got to keep shooting the basketball because good things will happen, but 2 missed free throws and a rarity there as Knoxville pulls down the rebound.
Schroeder.
That's wrapped around by Ronabon. I always wonder how they do that. I mean, that's the guy gets by, you have to reach around, and then the ball's, I mean, how do you do that? It just seems awkward against, without committing a foul, but a lot of guys get away with it.
A lot of times that's a trigger, I think, for refs to look for a foul there in that case, but that time he did not be whistled for anything. Schroeder drives to the lane, just a freshman. And much older players here. Waterman able to get it to Hench, and he loses the pass. Able to restart his dribble with 2.5 to go. Rangers still within 5 as the Flyers trying to go for an MAC
good call. Schroeder, Dave, drove baseline, and Kanapki's not happy, and I had a good look at it. I was leaning over the railing here, and it was definitely body contact, and just a second foul, though, for Kanapki. He'll sit down, but good call by the official there, getting Schroeder credit for making a basketball play.
Kane Schroeder looked like he was about 10 years younger. He was about 70 pounds lighter as that bounce pass hits the line.
Osborne threw it inbounds, and when he came in to get the ball back, they'll say he didn't establish on-court possession. So I don't know what determines that, if you have to have 1 feet or 2 feet in, but Osborne maybe got it back too quickly. It was a neat little play, as sometimes when he passes it in, people forget about the inbounds guy. He quickly cut in, but maybe didn't have enough on-court presence yet to determine he was back in bounds. So nonetheless, long story short, 4th Ranger turnover of the quarter.
2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Critical points here if they could keep this 5-point deficit, but Hess with the drive and the basket.
We saw Marion Local's guards do that in the 2nd quarter. I thought they had a lot of penetration through the Rangers' zone defense, and that time Tate Hess capitalized on it, and then Knoxville no one kind of rotate over. They kind of got spread out, and that Hess took advantage of the opening.
Osborne looking for a teammate.
And that was not open. Too many blue shirts.
Rose, the steal. And will shoot 2 foul shots.
Hindsight's 20/20 as Osborne picks up his 2nd foul, but there, if you're back, if you have time, and you're going to reach in like that and commit the foul, why not do it 3 steps earlier? Just give the ball back out of bounds. I mean, slide down, knock the ball out, body him, check him, but so many times when shooters go up, and rightfully so, they need to be protected. It just seems like it's going to be more of a foul and maybe a hoop and a harm than it will be if you had fouled him a couple steps before the shot began.
Hudson Rose, 1 of 2. So Waterman with the rebound. Lead at 8. Minute and a half to go for the quarter break.
Good possession here for New Knoxville. The offense has been tough to come by.
Good fake and a shot. Not able to get the left-handed runner there off the glass. Flyers, Rose in the corner to Hess. All the way over to Pullman to Mesher. Coming up on a minute to go. Critical point for the Rangers because they'll probably get Beerline back in the 4th quarter.
But do you want to be down by 10 or 11? Any bucket, any point here is the biggest lead of the game. As Coach Guttermiller will take a
30-second timeout. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replay times are Thursday, February 24th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, February 26th at 12 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, at nktelco.com/sports. I think you probably heard us talking about the tournament games. We've covered some girls this week. We're going to cover the Knoxville game against Marion at Coldwater. We'll be streaming those games as well. We're streaming about all the tournament games as well. So if you've been watching New Knoxville on the NKT.TV this year, Wednesday, tune us up there. We'll be streaming the game over at Coldwater. If you can't get over there, Jeff and I will be on the call. So all the Rangers fans out there and Marion local fans as well, if you're watching as well. So
Be the same teams, just different uniforms. I'm pretty sure Marion will be the home team that night, Dave. Are they on the top of the bracket? Do you remember?
They're at the top of the bracket. 4 seed. It's unbelievable. 17-14. Number 4 seed in a loaded Walpock district. Mesher, corner 3. Rattles around. Oddie. Follow. It goes out of bounds, and the Flyers cannot save it. So the Rangers dodge a bullet here. See if they can get a basket. And
Beerline will come back.
Beerline. That's a good move. It's like, okay, what's the difference between coming in now or coming in first possession? And
you might as well take advantage of it now. I mean, obviously, he's got to know he can't. There's a lot of time left in the quarter, Dave, because Knoxville, I don't know if they can hold for 34 seconds, but you got to think Beerline's have to play some defense as well. So he has to make sure he's very comfortable that he doesn't try to commit a foul right away.
Tension. And there's a steal there by Mesher. Down to 20 seconds. See if the Flyers go for one with an 8-point lead. Audubon fakes like he's doing a 3, and they'll pull it out. A lazy pass there. Schroeder almost could have stolen that. Down to 8 seconds. Mesher gives it to Hess. Down to 2 seconds. He'll shoot a tough 3.
Yeah, I don't think he was fouled. He was maybe looking like it. Didn't look like he was fouled, but end of the third quarter.
We played 3. It's still a close ball game. Flyers by 8 here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes.
As we go to the fourth quarter on our first National Bank scoreboard, the Flyers 22, the Rangers 14.
Another rough night, another rough quarter for shooting, if you will. New Knoxville, not a bad percentage, 40%, but only 5 attempts. So they only got 5 shots off. Made 2 of them, both are 2-point shots. They had 6 turnovers. That didn't help their cause on offense. The Flyers 2 of 8 from the field. One of those was a 3-point shot. There's that penetrating move again that Knoxville's been vulnerable to. Of everything in the zone defense tonight, that's been the weak spot. But the Flyers 2 of 8 from the floor in the third quarter, but did make 3 of 8 free throws. So the Rangers another turnover here to start the quarter.
Couple minutes are key to see if the Flyers can pull away, clinch a share of the MAC, or the Rangers can hang in there.
Right now the Flyers up by 10. That seems like a bunch, especially with just 14 points for New Knoxville so far. So it's almost like it just seems like an insurmountable deficit for the Rangers at the rate they're going. Going to have to really play good offensively and get some stops on defense.
Ronabon drives. Swatted out of bounds by Beerline.
Good defense by Beerline. It will stay with the Flyers.
Looks like they have their 5 starters in as they go down the stretch run. So they try to clinch their 11th MAC title in school history in boys basketball. Second most in the MAC behind St. Henry has 13. They've been good a lot of years. Traditionally one of the top teams in the MAC. There's a lob to Kanapki over Beerline. Nice block. Beerline playing with 3 fouls. They go to Kanapki again. He fumbles. Entry pass.
Oh my goodness, how can you call that from there? They're going to call it on the Henshin.
And he's like Kanapki got the spacing, pushed him.
Yeah, and then from our angle, there's no way to see it.
He's 4 feet away.
Tough angle. It's surprising the guy over here didn't call it, which it wasn't, but the guy behind the body of Kanapki, a tough break. That's just the way it goes. A bigger guy made space by creating space and then picks up this foul against Knoxville. 2 free throws come up for Kanapki.
He misses both of them.
Boy, it looks like
Hess this time called with the foul. Only the second foul on the Flyers, who admittedly play a very physical defense and
have done so cleanly tonight, at least if you look at the foul situation, just like 2 fouls here and a half, and yeah, good job by the Flyers defense. Missed 2 free throws by Kanapki, so the Rangers, again, every possession is big for them if they're going to try to make an effort to come back here, but scoring's been tough for them tonight.
Schroeder with a 3, rebounded there by Hess. 10-point lead for the Flyers. Rangers have played zone all night, been pretty effective in that zone.
Marion right now being very patient.
Oddie can't get it to fall. Ronenbaum.
What do you do?
And they're going to call a 4th foul there on Carson Bierlein.
Ronenbaum with a nice offensive rebound. He'll put it back up for a hoop and a harm and pick up, like you said, yeah, the 4th foul. The only Ranger really in foul trouble is Bierlein, and Ronenbaum a chance to make the 3-point play, and he'll get the shooter's touch.
Now 27-14.
13-point deficit. As you kind of feel the Marion local just beating down or wearing down the Rangers. I mean, they're slowly pulling away. And again, everything is difficult right now for New Knoxville. Just not getting, it's one thing to be getting shots off and missing them, but New Knoxville has gotten very few shots off in the second half, just 6 attempts.
Yeah, the matchups, Audie's been shadowing Henshin everywhere, and Hess has been shadowing Bierlein the whole way. And actually, Kanapki's been guarding
someone else.
A shorter player.
Yeah.
Before he was guarding Schroeder, looked almost comical, the difference. There's Waterman with the tray, Jay Waterman.
Much needed, his 5th point of the game all here in the second half. And that cuts it back to 10, but that might be a spark. Maybe New Knoxville offense can get on track.
Nasher getting the ball back in the corner. He shot a lot of threes, hasn't been real successful.
Just wonder about how Marion local, like you said, whether they're going to be real aggressive, just take shots, or kind of spread the floor and force New Knoxville to maybe come out of the zone. But
Ronenbaum, line drive 3. Kanapki with the rebound, blocked by Bierlein, but he gets the follow and in.
Well, he hung with it. Those are put back buckets for points off offensive rebounds. And Kanapki's size just, able to take advantage of it. New Knoxville a good block, but Kanapki hung with it.
Henshin gets the screen to the basket and is fouled.
Kanapki just a bit late, if you will, sliding over, and there was contact on the shooter, so Kanapki about 6 inches too slow sliding over.
Henshin on the season, 9.6 points a game, among the MAC leaders in steals and blocks, 3-year starter for the Rangers. Hard to believe he's playing his last game here at the barn. Time flies as he rattles home the free throw, now with 7.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, it does go quick. And 22 games a year, 11 home games, and I thought tonight, wow, it just seemed like yesterday we were preparing for the first home game, and tonight I bought my 11th bag of popcorn and my 11th Diet Mountain Dew before the JV game, and you times that by 2 for the girls game. It's been 22 up and 22 down as far as the popcorns and the Diet Mountain Dews, but it's been fun.
And the concession stand appreciates your support.
I tipped them well. Henshin makes both free throws, 8 points in the game for him. Back to a 10-point deficit. New Knoxville, again, Dave needs to stop, and just wonder how well Marion local is going to force action here.
Hess will drive. He's had some baskets driving this way with his stick back.
Well, Knoxville's got them to go at it, but the offensive rebounding has been coming up big here. They've been able to answer their missed shots and put them back up for points.
Now 31-19 as Henshin takes it across the midcourt stripe. Waterman on the wing. Pass through Lammers.
Can't throw it over top.
And there's Kanapki. The Bierlein for the layup. Or no, I checked that. Ronenbaum for the layup.
Points off turnovers. One of the few nights, Dave, a few times tonight, I think Marion local's got something in transition. So, but came at a pretty critical juncture of the basketball game. Now back to a 14-point lead. And again, everything, the offensive guys are standing still. It's very difficult to run offense when the offense is standing still and the defense are the ones moving. And again, it's just size and quickness that helps make that benefit for the Flyers.
Carson Bierlein into the game for the Rangers. We'll have a push
I believe Adi kind of tried to fight through the pick, if you will, versus going around it. His first foul, so he's really, the Flyers have played pretty clean tonight, Dave. No one other than maybe Kanapki with 2 fouls. But the size of them and their ability and their agility, all that added together, it's like Velcro defense. Wherever you go, they're with you.
They do fight. They're not always the prettiest basketball team to see through the years, but they play tough defense. They give it all they got. There's a block, but a foul there on Hess.
Called a block on Hess. I actually thought it looked like from our angle, Dave. Again, we had a great look at it. There was a lot of contact on the arm. You got to keep those arms up by your elbows, and Hess was not vertical. But Bierlein, a good shooter for the Rangers at the free throw line this season at 75%.
As we put the announcer jinx on him, going to go major in mechanical engineering next year. Once he decides on the college. Hits the second one. He'll be replaced on defense there by Tyler Lammers.
Yeah, with the 4 fouls, Knoxville trying to save him just in case things get a little dicey here and can make a run late in the game. But 3:27 to play. Knoxville's going to try to pick up pressure a little bit and maybe force Marion Local into some turnovers.
Hess. The Flyers, they got a lot of ball handlers on this team.
Yeah, that makes it tough. Yeah, Knoxville challenged the inbounds pass and quickly kind of retreated, but
some tall ball handlers there with Mesher and Hess, and
you can spread the floor and force Knoxville to really spend a lot of energy chasing the basketball around, and it's tough.
Down to Kanapki, and in. Good ball movement, nice possession there for the Flyers as they go to 15-point lead, and they're just under 3 minutes to go before a co-MAC championship.
Kanapki now with 8 points, and yes, they've slowly just continued to pull away. And Knoxville, again, it's just hard to start their offense as you've got to make it easy for it's like keep away. How would you do it if there was $1,000 on that basketball? What would you do to get open? How would you move? And right now it's very difficult to get those passes into offense and start the offense. Another turnover by the Rangers.
The only loss for the Flyers in league play was to Versailles, who's one of the co-champions. And there's Kanapki will finish with another one.
I think, Dave, those 3 teams that if Bremen wins will tie, they all beat each other.
Yes, they did.
Bremen beat Versailles. Versailles
in overtime.
Versailles beat Marion Local, and then Marion Local beat New Bremen.
In overtime. So
all
2 of the not all 3 of those.
Okay.
The Versailles Marion game, I think, was pretty close. I don't remember what the score was exactly. I think they pulled away. It wasn't overtime, I know that. Shot up by Ronnerbaum is knocked out of bounds. Trying to get a score on what New Bremen is they're hosting a pretty tough Fort Recovery team who's won about 14 or 15 games on the season. So that's no walk in the park, as I just saw a score at halftime. Fort Recovery was ahead by 6.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Fort Recovery's a good team. They're going to give New Bremen a challenge here to, they don't want New Bremen, if you will, to win. They're not going to lay down, let New Bremen win. But you asked about Versailles. The game with Marion Local, Versailles won 53-46, so a 7-point game.
Steal there by Waterman. Goes back to Bierlein. Turn around and in.
Yeah, it looked like he could have got a foul maybe on Kanapki. He tried to go straight up, but boy, the arms at the very end were leaning in towards Bierlein, but he's able to muscle it in and muscle it through for his 7th point.
37-22, 1:20 to go. Flyers still have all their starters in the game against a very determined Ranger team, and Hess just lost it in the backcourt, but a smart play. He took his time getting back there and got a few seconds off the clock. It's a heady play there by Tate Hess. Tyler Lammers is going to check back in the lineup. So Rangers have battled the Flyers. Right now they are running out of time as Niekamp into the game. Luke Pullman, Kanapki leaves. Jake Mesher leaves. And Andrew Leffel in the game, both as Max Henshin, senior, leaves. Number 12, Preston Richling for the Rangers, freshman. Number 24, Hudson Rose. So both coaches putting in a lot of players right now. And the Rangers battle, but eventually fall to will now be a MAC co-champion. A very good Flyer squad. Still 1:07 to go. Rangers will be inbounded. Waterman on the trigger. To Schroeder. Preston Richland. Waterman gives it up. Richland with the tray. Hudson Rose with the board. We'll give it ahead to Luke Pullman. Down to Niekamp. Able to get it just before it goes out of bounds. All the way over to Luke Pullman. He'll drive to the hoop and a bucket. Junior Luke Pullman with the basket. 39-22. This is a 4-point game at halftime. It was 8 points going into this fourth quarter, and the Flyers will earn their 18th victory of the season. They're in their 8th MAC win, which will clinch them a share of the MAC title. Waterman shot is short. Rebound by Rose, and that will probably do it as we get to the Hardings. The Marion Local Flyers, MAC champions. Our final score on the First National Bank scoreboard. Flyers 39, Rangers 22. Jeff and I will be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
MAC Commissioner Don Kemper is here as he's here with the trophy, as he will hand a MAC trophy to the Marion Local Flyers in front of their fans here as they clinch their 11th MAC title in boys basketball. As they clinch a share with Versailles and possibly also with New Bremen. So a chance for a photo op here, and Commissioner Kemper's kind of made this a habit of doing this throughout all the different sports to give some recognition to the league titles. It's a neat gesture, and why not? Anytime you can win a title in this league, it is quite an accomplishment.
This is the 11th MAC Boys Basketball Team Championship for the Marion Local Flyers.
11th title, 7th outright, 7th co-championship. Marion will represent the 4 seniors as they hoist the trophy. Marion Local Flyers, MAC champions. Congratulations to Kurt Guttermiller and the Flyers. They're going to go over down to the basket away from us as they will take a picture. It looks like all the moms have their phones and cameras ready. The AD, Dan Koenig, is ready as well, and sure we'll see this on Twitter tonight, and why not? Congratulations to the Flyers, 18-4 and 8-1 on the regular season. A great season for Coach Guttermiller and the Flyers. A team that wasn't overly hyped up going into this season. Everybody thought they'd be good, but I don't think anybody thought they'd be a league champion, but that's what they are now as they win the title here at the barn. Of course, they did the state football title in December, and they get their pictures there, and we will do our Wagner's IGA stats and recap.
Okay, final game stats look like this. The Flyers shot 15 of 47, so well below their season average. 15 of 47 overall. Of that, they were 2 of 17 from three-point range. Knoxville, they finished the game 8 of 29, and of those 8 of 29, Knoxville connected on 3 of 8 from three-point range. Marion Local hit on 5 of 11 free throws. Knoxville 3 of 4 from the line. Rebounding, the Flyers pulled down 29 rebounds. Knoxville had 25. Marion Local of those 29, 13 of those were offensive. They put them back for at least 8 points, and most of them, a lot of those seemed like they came in the fourth quarter. But good job offensive rebounding for the Flyers. Turnovers, Knoxville committed 17. Marion Local committed just 9. Scoring in the game for the Flyers, Luke Pullman with 2, Brady Ronenbaum with 8, Jade Mesher with 3, Tate Hess with 11, Peyton Oddie with 2, Austin Niekamp 2, Hudson Rose 1, and Jack Kanapki 10. Their total of 39. For Knoxville, Max Henshin leads the Rangers with 8, Carson Beerline with 7, Jay Waterman with 5, Troy Drangle with 2. Their total of 22.
Again, the Flyers clinch a MAC champion at 8-1 in the MAC, 18-4, 18-4 on the regular season, while the Rangers complete their season as well. And these two teams will match up again on Wednesday. We'll have that game in the sectional tournament over in Coldwater on Wednesdays. The first game starts at 5:30. One more order of business. Talk about our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco. And we're going to give it to Tate Hess.
Yeah, Marion Local Flyers junior guard Tate Hess. He finishes with 11 and really, I think, broke down the Rangers' zone defense the best. Seemed like those guards at times began to penetrate right down the middle, the heart of the defense. As the defense kind of was spread, Tate did a nice job penetrating. Was scoreless in the first quarter, but then got 4 in the second, 3 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. Kind of balanced scoring, did a nice job. Hounded defense. Him and Adi played great matchup, lockdown defense against the Rangers' leading scorers, who came up with 8 and 7, but still not enough for the Rangers, and good team defense. But Tate Hess, congratulations to him, number 12 on the roster, 11 points tonight, our NKTelco player of the game.
So congratulations to the Marion Local Flyers. From the barn here, for my partner Jeff Hench, and I'm Dave Kanapki. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.